Hello, is this thing working? I think so. Maybe something more like that. Okay, okay, good. It's late. It's late. I don't even want to say what time it is because my mom might be watching these videos and it's late. But I had a wonderful time with my friends. I am finding myself feeling what is important. And what is important is protecting my capacity to live in the mystery. What is important is protecting my capacity to live in the mystery. To let myself, at any given time, do what feels important. And follow through with this from an embodied place. The street. So, yeah. I have good friends. I'm in a good community. And I am excited. I'm surrounded by people who have loving, kind hearts, who have so many gifts, and we all want to share them with one another. And a friend tonight helped me see I'm like 99% good at the gift that I have to give. And I keep trying to get even better, to get that 100%. It's that 1% that scares me. And this is what, this, trying to get better at this is what causes injuries. May I just accept that I will struggle sometimes. I may cause harm sometimes. I may not have things right sometimes with the thing that I really like to do. Or the thing I really like to do is connect. I really like to connect. Quality connection is key. And I think this is possible with anybody, but there is a way to do it from with more ease, with a container that fosters this ease. What kind of container fosters ease of connecting? Quality connection. And what is quality connection? Quality connection is, oh, there's a cat. Cutie pie. Quality connection is I would say it just feels good to be with this person in more ways than one. I say this like this because I'm not completely sure, but I do know the base of it is presence, but something about calling it presence doesn't feel quite helpful. I know the base of it is regulation, and that also doesn't quite get to the heart of it. of what is quality connection. Well, let me say quality connection can be in tension. It can be in lightheartedness. It can be in boredom. It can be in pain and grief, in any of these states of being, because quality connection does not depend on the state. It is independent of states of being. Quality connection can be this great mind-altering experience of feeling complete unity, but it can also not be that. So what, right? So then what? So let's live within the mystery of quality connection. This is what I wish to get great at, really great at. And tonight gosh, it feels like there's so many things been happening in one day, but I already made a video about approaching with warmth and alluring with coolness. This seems to be a helpful device here. Anyway, where was I? Quality connection. So, what is quality connection? It is that. It is that. I want to talk more about tonight. I felt great naming particular dynamics. I felt like I was being uplifted too much, in the sense like, oh, this person might be projecting something onto me, that I am some great being, which ultimately makes connection difficult, right? Because part of connection is flow, and another word for flow is weight shifting between polarities. Can we weight shift between polarities without twisting an ankle? I like this device too. And this is an important thing to consider. Can we weight shift? It's interesting when picking which street to walk on in New York. It's like picking which fruit to buy at the grocery store. You don't want to buy the ones at crotch level, but you also don't want to spend too much time thinking about it. So here I am. Okay, I'll tell you, it's 3 in the morning. I'm on 6 hours of sleep. And I went to brunch with the scene. And right after, I went to a picnic with Sam, who does the Cook For Me for $100 videos. Suddenly I was judge and essentially dictating whose life I was going to change because of the way that they decided to cook that particular day. Which was hard to be doing that and authentically kind and kindly authentic. But it was still good. I had a good time. It was nice to meet some cool people. After I got dinner with my housemate, then I made the video that precedes this one while getting lost on my way to my friend's place, and now I'm walking home. And my friend's place was helpful. Why was it helpful? Because my intention is to step into my power, and to do that means letting myself feel enough so that I can establish boundaries, borders. If I'm always seeking connection, then rather, if I'm always seeking closeness, then how would I ever develop boundaries? I need to feel enough in my closeness so that I can recognize the divinity in any orbit, at any distance of a connection. This feels important. This feels alive. This feels true. And I feel this tension in my throat. If we were to circle together now, I'm noticing stuffiness in my nose and the rustling of trees. I am hearing the cries of the people who may be watching this, and I am sensing Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. With their 1,000 arms, conducting movement mantra for ease and peace. May it be so. May it be so. May we be at ease. May we feel peace. May we feel empowered. May we continue to move along our path to recognize our unique vow. May it be that we feel love. May it be that we feel peace. My friend from Kasatilo has greatly helped me feel into shared blessings and what it does for my nervous system and how it conditions my nervous system to relate to the person I am thinking about, or the groups of people I am thinking about. So by saying, may we be at ease, and dedicating to this intention, I feel myself and my intentions orienting to this. It's nice to hear that my inner world is appreciated. And I hope, let me rephrase, may it be that our inner worlds are loved. It's painful to not feel like we can share our inner worlds with each other. And I hope that by protecting the spaciousness that lets us live in the mystery of life, we can be kind to one another and ourselves. So whatever comes through stream of conscious talking is inherently kind. And we may mess up sometimes. And this is okay. We can let go of this to experience the joy of universal weight shifting with ease, with peace, with kindness. I speak in recognition of what is painful. I speak to you in feeling this pain, and I wonder about it. And in wondering about it, I remove myself from hovering, because it is not a tell me now what your issue is. It is a I wonder about this. And the difference is how much spaciousness I am encouraging in you. Tonight my friend helped me see that the work that I'm doing may require power in the form of fame, because it is hard to define and it is hard to look up, but it is helpful. It is connective, it is spacious, it is regulating, it is purposeful, it is clarifying, it is bridging across worlds of differences back to our shared common denominator, that is awareness. And to feel this awareness from the heart. This is what I do. And it can be done in so many ways, and I do it in so many ways. And my friend is helping me see that I may continue to need help with this. And it's okay for me to need help with this. For me to have even shared this with her, I feel grateful. And I feel sad too. I had a whiff of a former partner, and I felt sadness. and I will not comment more about it. Looks like I turned left here. I'm grateful for Sam. He's a good friend. I know the work he is doing is important, and I want to support him in his work. May it be that Sam continues to do what he loves. May it be that Sam's work touches the hearts of many to inspire connection in the fight against loneliness. May it be that the friends of Sam get together and share his enthusiasm for connection. So, one quotation that I've been quite loving is, "Boundaries are the distance by which I can love you and me." I forget who says this. Could be Adrienne Mary Brown, Audre Lorde, June Jordan, one of these great thinkers. And I think about this. If we were to take this literally and in a kind of arts therapy like way, place people in our lives at any given moment on a solar system map with us in the center and them some orbital distances away. At what distance does it feel good for them to be there for us? This is the distance in this moment that we are approximating love. That we are approximating these boundaries, really, for love. For instance, an example, when I think about some of my former friends, and I think about this solar system model with me in the center, I'm noticing I would like them behind me, not directly behind, but perhaps just past peripheral vision, where I can sense them, but I know they are behind. And this is hard. But within this orbital system, I experience them to be a moderate distance away. Of course, they vary depending on who I'm talking about. But in doing this, I feel love. Any closer and I forget myself. I dissociate for the sake of helping. And I don't even know what it is I'm helping. It's just so habituated at this point that I work on boundaries. And I realize by not having such a well-defined border system in myself to know love, I am also making it hard for my friends. to know where they stand with me. Well, even rephrasing this, I experience how difficult it is for me to know where they stand relative to me. How close are they, really? If I struggle with the nuance of distance, then where do they actually fall? And perhaps this is the polarity here. It is the distance from the center matters, and love exists at every orbital level, at every distance away from origin. Om Hao Jun Saha Om Bhurva Svaha Om Trayamakam Jammahe Sukandham Pushtivardhanam Kamina Bandhanam Muchor Mukshiya Manmata Svaha Om Saha Jun Hao Om. So it is. I wonder what will unfold in the coming months. I wonder what will unfold in the coming years. I wonder who will continue to be important to me through these changes. I wonder how I might make this explicit to them that they are important to me. I wonder how my relationship to power will change. I wonder who will feel benefit from these videos. I wonder at what point will I pass? I wonder if I would have empowered people enough. I wonder if I would have empowered communities enough. I wonder who I will love close, very close to me. And this is a nice wondering. For the type of love that I am seeking now, I wish to, at any given moment of our relating, feel them close, but not obstructing my own spaciousness. I wish to experience them naturally close by simply them being themselves and me being myself. And perhaps this can be built through dedication, and perhaps it is helpful to know what to want in the long term. But in the short term, this is what is iterable, to continue to feel spaciousness with another, This is important. And of course, the view indicates that there is always only ever spacious awareness, but to feel embodied spaciousness, that there is no uh, tolerance for crossing boundaries and borders. At the same time, there is complete love. Complete love. I stand with flaming sword, cutting all connections that seek to enter into my spacious experience for the sake of acquiring it for themselves. I cut these cords and tie them so that they in themselves roll back to the one who is also connected to this cord, so that they themselves feel complete path spaciousness back to themselves. Let this be true, let this be that I do not hold on to these cords for game or sport or whatever people do with power that isn't for good. May it be that simply trusting my enoughness is enough, and whatever power I accumulate is helpful for others and it benefits others. And may I recognize that inherently there will be some damage done. This is writ in the I Ching to go with the 80-20 rule, so to speak. The 80-20 rule is helpful also for weight shifting. I like this. We can weight shift between things but not be completely away from them. And I wonder if this might help orient us around relational practices. This is the work. My friend seems to believe that I can become a prominent figure in the New York authentic relating scene. And I can consider this to be true, though I would need a space consistently, and